Is this thing on? Preparing for Saturday Morning Live, episode 5. Still none of which have been released. Because they're all just, there's no point in it. So we're going to try yet again. This is Saturday Morning Live because, and also things change. And that's what, it's like I'll put it and I'll upload the dang video. And I'll leave it there until I go back over my old videos and decide to release it. And I've got like 3 or 4 versions out, as I've mentioned in Saturday Morning Live, between 11 and 1 Central Standard Time every Saturday. Join in. But this is preparing for it. It is 8 a.m. It's humid as heck outside. I'll probably talk about that during today's live. Just walked in the shop, 8 o'clock, and I've got to get set up. So we're going to go over these things pretty quickly because this is kind of what eats up some of the time. And we're going to start off with getting the computer out. And I want to mention my bag here. My bag, this used to be like a way lighter tan, and it was really stiff when I got it. Like it was like a brick. And it's gotten softer. That's the thing with leather, is you gotta make it, you gotta use it. So this holds all my computer gear pretty much. Grab this out. Okay, we've got a little T-tap here. I could improve this at some point. This was just kind of a quick rig, as you can see. And yeah, all my gadgets, we got a plug over on that side, we got a plug over here. It goes up through a hole that I drilled specifically for Saturday Morning Live. So it's like a lock force hole that comes up right here. You know, and the worst thing about this is its vicinity to the brush. That's the only bad thing. This brush has been here for 25 years. So it's not fair to move the brush just because of that. We're not replacing old tech with new tech, or actually I should say needed tech. And I never understood why this was put. This was before my time. Like these lock screws right here used. This was before my time, and I've never, you know, it's worked for what it needs to work for. But it's always right here. I've always kind of wished that was somewhere else. But I've never bothered to do anything about it. And let's go ahead and get set up with the computer and the components. I also have a little bag here with some hard drives in it. Oh, mouse, we gotta have the mouse. Earphones, which those are my new corded earphones. I really don't use them though. Oh, we need the new, and this is one reason why the first couple of renditions never got released, because we now have the Stream Deck. So let's put that right there. We need that out. And now we're done with this. The funniest thing about this, the funniest thing about this case is all this is computer stuff. Like I got little USB drives in here. I've got cables. Look at this little cable thing that Kim got me a long time ago. It's got cables and plugs and such that I would need. Possibly. I got another bigger hard drive in both of these. Got hard drive there, hard drive there. So this just comes, you know, rides to work, stays in the shop, and then goes home with me. And for some reason, I've got a stud finder in here. Any male ever has to do this. I don't know why the stud finder has lived in my computer case for so long, but I don't know. So we are done with that. And this is why videos like these go wrong. Because I just ramble on about stuff. The Rambler. The Rambling Locksmith. It goes here. Don't ask me why again. Things just happen. You know, you start doing things and they just happen. Unless you know, actively think about it or it's inconvenient in some way, you just keep letting it happen. So, Apache case. I've done a couple of videos on these. I hate pick and pluck foam because this is always what happens. Unless you never pull something out or are extremely careful, any type of neat design you end up doing seems like just kind of falls apart. So anyway, oh, it lives pretty much again right there. And lastly, we have iPad. Come on out. Come on out. An iPad stand and the Stream Deck stand. Usually the iPad sits here nowadays behind that so that we can control Google. Hey Google, good morning.
Hi, Sexy Beast. The time is 8:25 a.m. Right now in Jackson it's 79 degrees and cloudy. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 89 and a low of 74. Have a nice day.
Hey Google, what's the humidity right now?
The current humidity in Jackson is 90%.
This is an environmental chamber. We can set any temperature and any humidity that we want.
Okay, what have you got it on now?
90-90.
You've got it on 90-90?
Yep.
Can a human survive in 90-degree weather at 90% humidity?
You want to try it out?
So the rest of this video just involves setting up stuff. We got a couple of tripods. We got the Manfrotto, which I'm not fond of that thing. Stay. And then the oldest tripod since way before YouTube, before we were doing YouTube. This not made anymore actually. Where is it? All the good ones are never made anymore, don't you? Don't you hate that? 6400 UT by, what is this, Sunpack or somebody? Yeah, Platinum Plus. Hey, stop it. And an extremely cheap GoPro tripod right here. It was like a $10 one with a coupon. So we do have to set up this stuff, and it doesn't go on the front counter, but that's where it's going to go right now. Hopefully it won't fall on us though. These are distinctly different. That one has a center stabilizer, so when you spread the legs, they all spread equally, and this one doesn't. So I like and I don't like it. Very good for uneven ground, but not so great for quickly moving it without having to readjust legs and stuff all the time. All right, let's get the Stream Deck set up. Oh, we also have a hub. I forgot that I moved it. We have to have a hub. This is actually a powered hub, so this is a little bit more pricey. When you see how I have the cable done like this, that's for a reason. But I don't use the power part of it. I don't know if that would help or not, because it is drawing power from the computer. And I don't necessarily know if having the powered part would help with anything. But we have a wood block that I just started using as a stand. Let's go ahead and get the Ethernet plugged in. And then I use one of these cloths to both make it less slippy and to hide the cords behind here. So that tucks in just like that. We have a 10-foot cord over here that is pre-run across the way, doubled up actually. And that is what I plug the microphone into. And we'll go ahead and pull this out because it's not being very effective like I have it. We're just going to have to pull this out of the way. That's a 10-foot USB cord. Then we have a right angle adapter over here. If you want to come over here and take a look. Okay, so right angle adapter that normally I got this because it was sticking out and it got in my way right here. So I bought the right angle USB adapter right there. And then this is my mouse plug-in, which I usually leave plugged in there. But on Saturdays, I move it to right here. Because we need extra USB plugs. And now you see one of the cord is done like it is. A nice, sleek. And then we got to bring the microphone in. Here, let's go ahead and back up a little bit. Oh look, a plastic thing from the key tags. Once again, utilizing zip ties for cord management. This goes back here. And then also just plugs in to the hub. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to watch that when it comes up. I forgot to leave that in the bag. Hard drive for transferring files during the day. I try to also use Saturdays and Sundays to clear my phone out as much as possible. So again, this is a Olala with an extension because of stupid case on my phone, which is right here. I film on a, let me clear it. I got notifications everywhere. This is an iPhone 8 Plus, I think. And my contract's coming up due time, but I have an extension because this doesn't fit right. So I bought a iPhone extension. And this could plug straight into the computer or your iPhone. You can use it to transfer files, which is what I use it for. And I attached this to it because this is much easier to see and to grab and to not leave sitting somewhere. Because it's got the... Damn, we weren't even recording. I don't know when that stopped. So, once again, another video that I'm filming that will never get... Dang it. Anyway, plug into the 10-foot cord that I've got plugged in back here with the hub. So that gives me basically the ability to stretch the microphone up front for when we have locks that we've lost this week or anything of that nature. So once again, I don't know where we ended off, but hub plugged in with all the cables. And there's cable. This is kind of hiding some of the cables. Just make it a little bit neater up here. We need to move this back up here. We're pretty careful with watching people, and of course we got cameras and people aren't just sitting up here without us being here, but yeah, we try to keep it like stuff like this just definitely stays here and not up there. And let's see what else. Oh, iPad setup. iPad also is fairly new to the game. Only bought this to easily transfer files back and forth and be able to work on stuff, and also have a bigger view because my eyes are getting older, y'all, and my eyes are getting worse. Like my mortise lock drawing? Oh yeah. So iPad up. Boom, lock force. 836. We're on a roll. This was from a dollar store, this stand, and I've never been able to find one since. But then going back and remembering our plug-in down here, that's where one goes into there. Once we get all the hardware set up, then I remember, I gotta charge my subcam, and because the iPad has plenty of juice, I'm actually gonna plug in the front cam there so that it starts charging up. That's the only thing that old phone does. That is an iPhone 7, I want to say. Yeah, I'm looking at my bag here. This is my neat little also bag. Phobos holster. This is pretty neat. I'll probably talk about this during live, but Kim just got this for me, so this is going to be part of my gear once it gets, you know, the leather breaks in a little bit. So it's a roll, and GoPro stuff right here. Hard drives in here. This is another GoPro mount for my tripod. Some gloves. And various HDMI cables and stuff for doing things like connecting the GoPro up to the computer. And what else do we? Oh yeah, we need this. This is old school tech before phones really jumped up, and just various mounts, stuff like that. Also, Pandora. Yes, I carry a Pandora catalog with me. I try to be a good hubby, right? Oh, I know what we need. The front camera. Doing the wireless, we tried wireless for a little bit, but the camera, number one, always overheated, so that was not good. And I had to take it out of the case because it was overheating, and this relies on the case for the phone. It's an hollow clip is what it's called. For older phones where you wanted like a wide angle camera. So what I use it for is the wide angle. This is just a stabilizer. And I've got two different lenses on here. Actually, there's 4 different lenses. We got wide angle on one side. We got fisheye on the other side. And then if I want a really close-up look, if I want a macro, look at that. That turns it into a magnifying glass, basically. And because the wireless made me take off, see how this case has this opening on it? So because I don't know why the GoPro keeps cutting off. When it's clipped on perfectly, without the case, y'all may have noticed when I was adjusting it, it flopped around. So we couldn't have that. So there we go, we got that. Main cam goes in this tripod right here. Just like this, just like that. And of course we need, we've got the long 10-foot cable here for our sub cam that goes up front. It gets plugged into this port. When I buy a new computer, I got to make sure that I have at least 3 ports, otherwise I'll have to get another powered hub, and that wouldn't be, or another hub anyway. Which I probably need one anyway. But anyway, this goes, actually, it stretches up over there, which I will sort that cable out in a minute. So it gives us some reach. There's one thing I'm missing, and that is this cable, which, again, I use the iPad in this area. Right there. I just moved all this over because of the Google thing, and I wanted the wire for the, hey, Google, activate lock force.
All right, turning lock force on.
The new lock force sign. Still have the old lock force sign back here. We can't let him go unnoticed. But yes, it's not a voice activated sign. Thank you again, Mr. Hooligan, for everything you do. But it's actually a smart plug. So I'm telling Google to tell the plug to turn on, which turns it on. So just to point that out, a few of y'all thought that it was an actual voice activated sign. It's just a sign with a cool remote. And there was a glitch in the programming of this one. We were unable to get it to work with the my phone fell over. That would have been hilarious in live, wouldn't it? So let's move you back. You know how that goes. And then this plugs in here. Right here somewhere. And it's the standard iPhone cable, which fits perfectly for that phone. We tuck all that there and bring this cloth over to try to protect my ports as much as possible. So there we have it. We're going to take just a second. Stay right there. And then we're going to boot this up. Go over the software part of it, because we just did the hardware part, but I got to take a coffee break. We are cranking it up. Ready? Watch the stream deck. Boom. Oh wait, I gotta turn it on. Boom. Oh, getting a little dusty. Oh, Stream Deck. This is what I'm able to hit to change buttons, change scenes. What you call scenes in OBS is me going from dual screen to regular screen. So I can do that now with just a click of the button. Hey, I did have to do a hard shutdown. And I do this usually before every live, every Saturday morning. I come through and turn off and turn back on everything so we have less of a chance of problems during the live. There's a number of apps that I have: HDXI camera, OBS camera on all of these, and those apps are what run the cameras, being able to plug the iPhones and the iPads and stuff like that into the computer. And I still hadn't gotten that iPad to work quite like I want it with the computer with OBS, but it is what it is. You know, I don't think it said update and shut down, and then there was one that said update and restart. So I may actually have to restart the computer. I don't think it updated there. No, it just shut down. It did not update and shut down, which is kind of weird. Usually when it wants an update, no matter what, if you turn a computer off or if you just restarted it, it does the update. But that was kind of weird. Anyway, we gotta wait for that now. Hopefully it won't take long. Let's go ahead and crank this guy back up. Hey. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. You can turn on? It does not want to turn on. There it goes. That was weird. Sometimes iPhones and iPads just, you gotta like click all the buttons to make it work. Okay, we're gonna let all y'all take a break while you're restarting, and I'll be right back again. Alright, y'all, we are in the software part of it. This is OBS and YouTube booting up. So we go live, and we're gonna do the we're gonna reuse those settings right there. Reuse, and we start at 11 a.m. We do have to go 20, or we're on 26, yo. What is our title today? What is our title gonna be? I had some events going on last week. Let me think about this. I'll probably talk about them on live. One of them was walking off of a job. Maybe that'll be the title. Nah. What's gonna be the title? I don't know. And while I'm thinking about it, I do need to boot up the Stream Deck as well. And we'll go to our multi-tab and tweet. And we got to change this at the same time. Because this, when I hit the button, it fires up the OBS to go live. And it also erase that and erase the last link. Okay. And now we gotta decide on the title to get a link, right? I don't know. Let me think about that. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with, sometimes you gotta fold them. Sometimes you gotta fold them. And we're gonna copy that. We gotta get this cranked up, right? Okay, 11 o'clock. A couple of times made the mistake of leaving that time wrong. Everybody's like, are you gonna be early or are you gonna be late? Sometimes you gotta fold them. Okay, Saturday 26th, that's done. And we can always change the title. if I think of a better one. But create. And the first people in the house are gonna be either Rune or maybe Access pops in there every so often. Pete was first a few times. I don't know, let's see. Let's see who's live, who's getting their notifications this morning. Okay, so while we're waiting on the first person to say what's up, let me be first. First, we need the link right here. So copy. I'm gonna go put it in here. I don't know why I closed that. Okay, get that link done. Paste. Okay, we're good there. And we need to copy there. Open up a new tab. Paste. Get our watch page live. And shut up. Change that and pop out chat, because we are going to need this link for OBS. And our OBS was left on our end screen pretty much every time I open this. This is what I'm faced with. We're going to go back to intro. We're going to kill that backer. That's the picture, and it used to be the music until the music started screwing up. So I have to run my music off the iPad. So what I do is I have this same file, which is just a video file, on my iPad over here, and when I click Stream Deck, it toggles to start streaming on OBS, but it won't start streaming online until this gets clicked. And once it's picking up the stream from OBS, this will eventually turn blue. It'll tell you what your stats are, if you're good copy, you know, and then you click go live, and that's pretty much it. And during that, as soon as I click go live here, then I got to open this up, click on the backer to turn it on, click on the video at pretty much the same time, so the music may be a little off until I fix the whole music problem. So basically it's running from the iPad and it's listening through the mic. And to tell you the truth, I had this set up for mic out, and I need to go ahead and get rid of that because I don't want the mic turned off anymore. So this doesn't do a whole lot of anything. There's my viewers. You can see it's reflected down here. It tells me how many people I have online. That's handy. Ads. And then these are my screens that match: main, content, dual, be right back, and end. And if we go back into OBS, number one, we have that link from the chat, so we need to open up chat. And this OBS is a very powerful program. I'm not even begin to tell you how I do all this. Also, I used a custom CSS. Notice it's not a regular chat box. It's got certain colors and all that. There's a page that you can go to where you can set up everything and then just copy the custom CSS in there. But okay, and then it goes to the better looking ones. What is up, Rune? Good morning. You were just in time to be first in for the video. So then I go to main. I can either click here, and I've got a stinger set up so that it's blue. So if we go back here and see blue guy, we're going to change that this time to orange guy. Oh, orange guy doesn't work. Orange guy doesn't work. Blue, orange 2. Let's go orange 2. Orange guy. Or we can do red guy. Or even the ad dude. Oh, ad dude isn't working either. Dad blast it. Let's go ahead and change this. Properties. So that is, I moved it from this folder to a different folder, so I need to go to that folder and find image 6933. So we're going to browse, and I know what I did and I missed some of them, so we're going to browse down to Saturday Live. Nope, that's not it. live, I think it's called live production. Live production, yes. And then we're gonna look for 6933, which would be right here. So we're gonna open that and then okay. Now it picks it up. Ah. Alright, and then once again from intro I can go to main, so that same thing. We're gonna start off with Bluetooth, and then we're gonna hopefully change it to another one. So let's go to main, and we need to get rid of all the images and stuff that I loaded last week. So what I'll do is I'll control. This just deletes them out of the program. Remove, yeah, get rid of all those. And now I'm gonna go, we're pretty much done. Again, once I go, and 10 minutes beforehand, I will click danger, which sends out the tweet with the link, turns it live in OBS, and lets it get, that's to get the video to stabilize, I guess I should say. There's my CPU percentage right here. That's what I keep a watch on. And then after it's live or streaming to here, I'll have this up, and then right at 11 o'clock I'll click go live, go here, be in the intro, click backer, and then start the backer video for the audio over there, and then that's it. So there you go. Hopefully the last time. Hopefully this one will be the one that I finally release. We've got all the new content. I don't think I missed anything. I know some of you weren't interested in this at all, but some are, so I just figured I'd do a video again on it. And that's it. We're ready to go. Saturday Morning Live, Season 2, Episode 25. Kind of right now, don't really know what I'm doing, besides just chatting with y'all. So sometimes I have a lot of content to talk about, sometimes I don't. Maybe we'll do a Jason Reeds today, since it seems to be a little slow. I say that, and then it's probably people will start coming in right at 10 o'clock. So anyway, all right, well, I've got to get through some stuff.
Okay,
so you have a good day.
What's your name?
Bob.
Bob?
Yep.
Okay. Same backwards and forwards, right?
Yep.
Have a good day.
Oh boy. Just call me Bob. I dropped my GoPro the other day. Got a little nick in the edge of it.